Liswaniso Gilbert.
Liswaniso Gilbert. Can I add even another 2 names which you don't know?
Which other 2 names?
Gilbert, Liswaniso, Nawa, Mwikisa. Liswaniso, Nawa, Mwikisa.
Why don't we have those names on your Facebook page? There's just Liswaniso Gilbert.
I wanted that way. And because Liswaniso itself, the name which a lot of people knew, I've left it that way. But when you go to my family, they'll tell you, oh, that is Mwikisa there. Oh, that is Nawa there. Those are my names.
Yeah. Let's talk about your growing up. How's it been for you growing up? What's your story?
First of all, I was brought up in a village.
Okay, which village is that?
I was born in the village in Limulonga. That is in Western Province. Today it's called Limulonga District. That's where I was born. And I've spent almost my 16 years mistaken in the village in Mongo. So first of all, I understand the village setup, the hardship of the village, I understand it very well. Now, spend the rest of my life now in town, Lusaka, George Compound. Also, understand the town life now. So there's a combination of the village setup and an urban setup.
What is like the true definition of success? How do you define success for you?
First of all, it is consistency in whatever you are doing. Patience pays also, very important. And 2, live your own life. Don't live a borrowed life. But consistency and pushing what you want as an individual. What do you want in life? Do you want to become a bad person in society? Do you want to be successful in your life? So you choose which is best for you. And then consistency in whatever you are doing, it always pays. But it's not an easy journey. It comes with a price. There are difficulties in life, whatever you encounter in life. So it's not easy to have a better life.
When you were young, did you see yourself becoming seeing yourself being in politics, seeing yourself being a youth chairman?
I can say that my upbringing, even at school, even in a compound, most I was given a role to supervise, like I'm a leader. Where we were staying in other areas where we would tell you, ukusunga piteko iwe. I don't know, these things are happening today whereby certain compound you cannot go there. You need to go as a team, as a group. Maybe you go there, they will beat you.
Chibolia?
Like people from Chibolia cannot go to Mrs. You get the point. So if you go, you need to go as a team, as a group. You can't go alone. So mostly in my group, I was given responsibility to be a leader. Even when there are elderly people, personally, Liswaniso will do that. Your leaders. So whatever I've been doing when I was too young, I was given that response. But not seeing that I'll be in politics, not seeing that I'll be the chairman, but the leadership itself, I was given that response. So tienda kubola, I'm the one to organize. Chite tieni. Mwenda kutamanga pa school, that teacher is able to identify I've got Liswaniso at this school. I may not be a captain, even a prefect, but in my class I was always be identified. There's Liswaniso. He has to lead. So all those things, then you look, now today when I look back, I'm able to relate, these are the things. Again, even at the working place, when I used to work at Zambian breweries, I was given the same responsibility to speak on behalf. Supervisors will come, they'll tell you, Liswaniso, take names of your colleagues there, and I'll be in charge of them. There'll be other people educated, but every time that responsibility was coming to me, then you carry everybody on board.
There's a saying that we say life is not a Nigerian movie. And it seems like yours is a Nigerian movie. Someone coming from the village, Lusaka, becoming a successful chairman. Is there a story that you feel like we need to know, that you feel like the viewers that are watching this podcast can relate to?
I just don't come into the game of politics or the game. I've been first a community worker in my compound called George Compound. Okay? 203, 204. I keep on telling people, first of all, I was a caller on the radio station, 201, with big people. If you have heard about Imboa was one of the best callers in this country. Friend Mchilenje there, who had Mr. Tambrukani from Kawata, had Konoso. We had, I can mention a lot of these big people who were calling the radio station. Gilbert Wandi, now there was Mr. G, myself. I could not put all my names within Lusaka, but we were able to participate. But 203, 204, I went into community work in George Compound because of my businesses, which I was running at a tender age, running to my small bar, to my bars, taverns. So the community also identified me wherever there is problems, in a compound like George Compound, everywhere. We become stakeholders in terms of development. When there is cholera, HIV and AIDS, TB, so these owners of the bar taverns were being called to these meetings to share or to listen to people who understand, or health workers who come to our community to educate us how we're supposed to live at a community level. So again, I was identified from there now to lead a group of women and the youth. Big people, when I say big people, our mothers, they gave me that responsibility. Participating in a community work, day in and day out. They will send me to go to Osaka City Council to push for projects. If you remember very well, 2001 to 2006, not even 2006 to 2011, we had members of parliament here in Lusaka, which I troubled. The DC of Lusaka was not sleeping over George Compound. Certain drainages, even you are seeing today, Millennium a drainage you are seeing today, were part of them at a community level when we were starting it to put.
Why?
So I'm just trying to you to understand that I just jump into politics, but first of all, there's a work of voluntarism at that level to help the community, to push the community to participate in environmental issues. So that leaders, councillor, members of parliament, president, they are able to respond to your needs. So that work is not an easy work because most they would want to get paid. It's a voluntary. You do sensitization in your community through what we call the neighborhood health committee. Baza kupasitebeka soap or baza kupasitebe soya beans. And these are the people who does a dunk work to go and sensitize the community how they're supposed to live, how to keep their surrounding clean. If there is any work which comes, they are there voluntarily for the community. And these people, they are there. And I give them respect and I come from that. That's why I understand a lot of challenges for having detached ourselves from there. So from there now, yes, we are supporting a political party. And I identify myself, maybe let's support this political party. I was once a PF. Support PF, fully supporting ward committee in terms of resources, t-shirts, activities, you are there. 2011, I attempted to stand. In fact, before that, I want to tell you that at Zambian Brewery, Zambian Bottlers, I was their chairman to fight casualization. I fought it left and right. I was even arrested in 2007.
You were arrested for what?
Because of labor issues. Casualization was too much at Zambian breweries. And if you remember very well, we used to have a lot of protests, ShopRite, everywhere. And also I was identified again within companies within Lusaka. Wherever there's an issue to do with culturalization, people reach out to me to speak on their behalf. I remember sitting on the interview with former president, this to you, Leonard Kaumba, by that time, Commission of Labor, Kapilima. I can remember the names of big people by then. I fought that thing at Zambian breweries.
When you were changes, sorry, I'm trying to cut you short. Yes. When you were arrested, how old were you?
I think that was maybe I was 20. That was 2027. By that time, I was 26. Okay.
So did you have any support of people supporting you? Because you're using the word I.
No.
Was there a part of team?
First of all, I may say, but it was a team of a group. I said, you identify who can lead us, or this is Liswaniso.
So they identified you?
They identified me. And I pushed the agenda collectively with our colleagues. But others, as you know, in a team, they'll fill up. They were enticed with a job. I was enticed with a job. Leave whatever you're doing, we're going to give the permanent job. But I had to say no. It's better you give the majority, you leave me alone.
Let's relax a bit.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
You are living in a compound, staying in a 2-room. You are offered you a job because you are fighting for a cause, which is more important for everybody. But again, they are trying to say, undi apanga maningi chongo, timuchose mu bantu mpase nchito. Ya permanent, asiye banzake. Ndeni wabwela wakana, kamba tini sinakana. Benangu wako sekretari uja nchipuwa. Ungakane nchito. But we looked about the majority. So when I was arrested on Labor Day, was to fight that for every youth across the country. I spent 21 days at Central Police. That was my first arrest. I was there fighting for Liswaniso, no, was for the majority, because this was something which was not good for the citizen, for us the young people. So few changes we are seeing today in the labor force, we contributed. With those from Zambia, bros, my colleagues were chased, we were denied an opportunity, but by the way, I tell you, even today we're still pushing for that money ourselves. Even now I'm still pushing.
What money?
Which we worked as Zambian breweries.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still
so
pushing.
You never got paid?
No. We're still pushing for it.
How much is that money?
It's a lot of money.
How much?
Because I spent 11 years, okay, at that company. So we are still pushing. And the Minister of Labor by then...
That was which year was that?
That was...
2009?
2009. Okay.
And this is 2024?
This is 2024, yes. The 10 years of PF, no one could listen because, you know, how it happens. A vocal person in opposition, so even if you go to court, they delayed it, no matter what. That's after now, we're in government now. And I've knocked to the door to say, that case has to... And my team, those I worked with, they're the one now pushing forefront to ensure that we get what belongs to us. So, it's not an easy thing. It's something which you need to commit yourself to do it. So for me from the beginning, I have committed myself that I'll work with the community, I'll speak for the community. 2011, I attempt to stand as a councillor, as an independent, I lost. And that's the beginning.
Let's hold on that. We want also to find out about there's a part where you mentioned about you coming from the village.
Yes.
Coming in Lusaka, you staying in a 2-room house. How about education? How about family?
My education is very fun. I'm a, what do you call it? I'm a GCE. It was not easy. Not that I couldn't go to school, maybe no. But as a family, they couldn't because of resources. But later on, you have no choice. It's to pursue a bit. Okay? So I've got a poor background of education. But again, as I know, education is an equalizer to success, which is the fact, no matter how it is. I want to say that even to you, to everybody, education is the key in our life. There are certain things I failed to get because of education itself.
Like which thing?
No.
Which thing can you mention that you failed to get?
I'll tell you. We are still discussing. I'll tell you.
No. But what before I forget.
Which I was supposed to be there, but because I couldn't finish my school nice at the right time, I had to do my piecework. 2 things akausenzereko bantu chitebaso then ukulembako pangono. Okay, that's why I had to have a GC at the end of the day. Mukulu and finish together like my colleagues. Now, education is the key. And I want to encourage every young person, even who is watching us, that school ni abwino. Izakutandizira. But again, what I have learned is that in leadership, it's not everybody who can be leader because he's educated. No. Mulungu mwine waka amapasampaso. How to lead the people, how to bring people together. My responsibility is to identify those who are educated, who are not educated, who are more educated, make a team. Everybody plays a role. So my success today is not about Liswaniso. There are people surrounding me who have done more in terms of education. They have identified me and are doing that job in my behalf. My role is to give you hope. It is to unite. Is to give direction and solve certain problems. That is my role. So,
yeah,
that's in terms of the family. I'm a married guy. This year I've turned 20 years in marriage. I'm married in 2004. It's not easy, but I want to thank God that He gave me a woman who understands me. We're moving together. Okay? With beautiful children. And we are there, pushing one another with the full support.
You're proud of your kids. The other time I saw you posting about one of the kids. There's a girl.
Yes.
And a boy.
Yes.
You're wishing them happy birthday.
Yes.
It's rare that we see people like you who are in public domain, most especially people that are doing politics, showing their family.
Yes, the 2 things are being hammered left and right sometimes. But sometimes also my children will say, posting any nine.
So they ask you to be posted?
Yes. They'll tell you, Baba, posting any koni nice, but
okay.
You get the point, because there's nothing I can do. Others will say, no, I don't post me, I don't want. You get the point. So, these are my children, and also like I'm growing together with my children. They're able to see what their father is doing. Because nina barankali mfana. Umve saveni goza. Sabara mukaramba kali mfana ukula pamoja ndani. Especially Samuna. Kula na wana. Different with women. So also they are learning something out of me. And also I'm learning from them. So it's a family on its own, quiet family, and we have said so. And that's what I've told my children and my wife. You are going to live a quiet life. Usenkalile pamweka vandale mnilekeleni. Imwe shitani va mulungu kusogolo. Matipempererako, matuzako ma verses so chabe. That's what we want from you.
Let's talk about your stroke.
That was 2019.
What happened?
Even today, I don't know. But I remember waking up. I'm just feeling like my other hand is not feeling okay. If you pinch me, I can't feel the pain. And I remember I was I could see another eye, the other side, like Kobenda. But you don't take it, whereby you are not taking it serious. Okay, I remember that day we were going to Chilanga. There was a big meeting there with the president. We just reached there waiting for him. I just feel like Kamwaenda Itabwanji Ibenda. nada double chemisozi ambochoka. Then I told everybody I'm not feeling okay. I could feel the other side of my hand that it's now pale. I don't know how I can kill it. Maybe I said I'm not feeling okay. I remember staying for 3 months and I was not talking. But again, we thank God through the support of people. That's when I came to learn that kupola again ni vantu. So
you received a lot of support from friends, family?
Yes, I can say the family in UPND gave me the full support. People could walk. It's an emotional time which I've realized. That's why I'm sorry to talk even politics here. But I want to tell you that my experience after I was sick taught me a lot. That somebody can come all over from Linda with a Pamela in a bucket to come and give me because I'm sick. It's an old lady comes up with a Pamela bucket. Mwana wanga, there's nothing I can give you. This tufuna upole ubwele munchito. Somebody will bring a rep. So that thing also helped me to get healed. It got me to get to heal because I realized that I didn't know the love itself. Yes, the president played his role very much, helped me, but the support I received from the members of UPN was very huge.
There's a saying that says there's a lot of witchcraft in politics. Do you sometimes feel like Vezivakuban?
I may not. I don't know.
Because from how you're explaining you were just okay.
Yes. I don't know. Maybe again it is a bit of fatigue.
But did you have such thoughts after you got well?
Let me say, everybody is human because we're African at the end of the day. It came. But when I sat down outside there, maybe it's just a sickness on its own. And how I get healed also, I realized that maybe it's just a sickness. I don't want even to accuse anyone. For me, it was, others said I've been poisoned, other things. Okay? Other thing came, I've done this to him because it's too much talking. Other things came. Even as we said that, maybe I've injured people at the end of the day. That's why maybe today I'm like this. And I said, because I said, come out from the bus stations. Remember, that's at the time when I just said, we are going to City Market and Kulima Tower to remove all the cadres. Then 2 weeks later, that's how now. So all those things now, speculation.
You had all those thoughts.
Yes, all those speculation came. And again, I sat down. Maybe the torture I went through in 2017 because it was too much. The torture I went through the police the day they were arresting. By then, I ended that treason because that thing affected my life too much, even up to now. So I thought maybe also it has contributed to my sickness. Other things came, okay? But if you were to ask, always I relate to that. If it was asking me, don't you relate to do with witchcraft or what? Always I relate with the beating which I received because that day I was tortured too much. So normally I relate it to the torture I went through. So, but at the end of the day, is that we got healed. And we said our journey.
Did you go to any interview or any interviews before you fully got to recover?
Yes, I still remember before I recovered. First, it was one of the program. Maybe it was in Kawe. I think that when I went to Kawe, everybody was upset with me because I went on the podium. They see Liswaniso and they see they were in that state. I think everybody condemned it, and also everybody was like, why have you allowed him to come here? Let him get healed, he'll be okay. Then, so I felt bad also. I said, because I made people to cry at the end of the day. But also again, I encourage a lot of people to say, me, I'm sick today. Take it. Also fight for it. Maybe I'll not be there tomorrow. Now it is your chance also. Fight for this thing because we are almost there. So all those things, there was negativity and positivity.
I remember there was one caller that called in you were chewing a gum. I don't know if you still remember. Bubble
Yes.
gum,
Yes.
by the way.
Yes. Yes.
To be precise.
Yes.
They mocked you
Yes.
on live TV.
Yes.
Do you still remember?
I still remember. Is that Prime TV or Movie TV or Diamond TV? I think it was Prime TV, if I'm not mistaken. It was, I don't know. I still remember. No. Either it's Movie TV. It was Movie TV. Yeah, I still remember, yeah.
How did it come out for you? Someone calls in and they're making fun about your mouth,
Yeah, about your
sickness, and later they go to apologize.
You know, it is. That's why we learn a lot, all of us. Okay, whereby you want to victimize people because of their stature or their standing. Don't do that. But I realize maybe it's because in Indala we call it is politics, a game of the politics. Yes, I felt bad, but again I learned something that I need to pick up this, start educating other people. And I can tell you that most of the people had stroke today. I normally reach out to tell them how me I get healed. I learned something from there. A lot who have got stroke, they will tell you that I tell them the medicine I got is this one. Try to drink it, continuous drink with it, you may get healed. And also accept that stroke is a disease like malaria or panada.
So how did that one affect your mental health? I know we are having this conversation, it sounds easy, but I know it was not easy. How did it affect?
It disturbed me. Look, a brilliant person coming up and then from nowhere, switch it off. And I've already told you that personally, my consistency of doing things was, I'm a politician. I need to use my mouth to speak to the people. I need to walk. So then what I'm using to communicate is taken away. My education background is nothing. And I want to save other people also. Where am I going? Okay, it's fine. I'll continue to do my own businesses. But I won't be talking. So you sit down. I won't do other things. So I'll continue to just be quiet. You spend your time when you're talking, then mukuru wako. So it's a painful thing, and it's a lot I've learned from there. I've learned a lot from my disease, from that sickness. I learned a lot from there. So I was disturbed. But we thank God. A lot of people prayed for us. We prayed with my family. Today we are okay. And we know how even now certain things I cannot do.
Yeah.
I've got a challenge these days when I'm not feeling okay because I've got low BP. So finally sometimes I've got a lot of tears in my eyes. I know that things now I'm not okay. Especially sometimes when I'm eating, I'll have a lot of tears in my eyes. I know that now I'm not okay. But it never happened before. So from my stroke today, these things, it's experience I've normally been experiencing now. So always I know now here, I need to stop working. I need just to be relaxed. So sometimes you find that I'm not coming to the radio station, TV station. I'm not doing any in terms of mobilization. Just on that week, I'm trying to relax myself that I can go back to work again. So I normally do that.
Let's talk about politicians being insulted more than musicians. Have you taken anyone, maybe sue anyone that maybe insult you on social media or in the name of freedom of speech?
But us, number one, you need to understand in politics that no one will appreciate you. The game of leadership, no one.
But have you ever sued someone for insulting you?
I've never done
Why?
that. I normally just tell them, when you insult me today, I'll follow you to your place. I've done so. Even on Facebook, I've seen somebody write rubbish, then I know. I'll follow even to your church.
So when you follow them, are they safe?
Then no. What is
that following about?
No. I'll come and educate you to become a better citizen. It's part of rehabilitation. Yeah, I'll follow you. If you just go beyond that, I'll follow you. Okay, for you to say that you have the truth, unless unkala Mzambi, But even the day I'll find you, I'll talk to you, I'll educate you, I'll pump your sense on you, so that tomorrow don't do to other people. If you're somebody who has been abused, especially after forming this government, it is me, Liswaniso. Bad stories, false stories. I've never seen who has written a true story of what I have done. No one. No one has come with a true story. This Gilbert Liswaniso has done it. Every time it has been malice. But I've taken one to the police, the group. Okay? I took them to the police because I said, you're a media person who support to verify whatever I write. But if it was just...
So there was a media person who insulted you on Facebook?
Yes, who are writing. It's a group of media guys. So I don't want to... should I mention them?
We're okay.
You're okay?
If you are comfortable mentioning them, we are okay.
One of the people
from
was... This one is young boy is busy with the police, whistleblower, with a team, with his group. One of them, I made him get arrested. Because Zambo has never write a good story, a fact story what I have done. It was malice. Yet him has an issue with me. So, in fact, he was lucky because a week when I was looking for him, somebody approached me. And I went where he normally drinks. I even saw him where I was seated. But people knew that this Gilbert has followed this person. They sat me down, we spoke and understood. I said, okay, let's forget about it. Now, you don't write a bad story to somebody whom you don't know. But I haven't stopped anybody to criticize me where I've gone wrong. Criticize, speak, but where you just wake up and you give me something which I don't have, that's not a good story. It's like now you are inciting people to hate me. You wake up, you give me a woman which I've never proposed. You are inciting people to hate me. You wake up, you give me a lodge which I don't have. So this is what we go through, all of us politicians. But I'll tell you one thing. Somewhere, even as politicians, we have contributed to that.
To people insulting.
Because we want to vote. So what we call propaganda, you do it on 90%. Propaganda should not be on 90%. You should use 20% in propaganda for you to gain popularity.
A quick one. We have a lot of artists that are complaining, musicians. I'm sure you are seeing that on social media. Is there anything that you're doing as a youth chairman?
I've seen, yes, for me, it is, I've seen people complaining. It's all of us, we need to deal with it. The social media itself, my brother here, we need to deal with it collective, all of us as a nation. It's not an one individual show. That's why if me, I'm in the forefront advocating to enforce the law. So that we use social media to bring food on the table than dividing the nation or dividing the families. If I write a bad story on your social media about you, I'm separating you from your family, even from your friend. Others will believe. The good part of me today, even if today they write a bad story about you, me, I won't believe. I'll pick a call and ask you.
But what are you doing as a youth chairman
for me,
to help the industry?
No, I'm saying we are helping you now. It is bit by bit. We have identified where there is a problem now, collectively. We need, at the end of the day, all of us to benefit in the music industry. What do you call it? Let me say, the arts itself. We need to benefit as a nation. If you are talented, with your talent, we need to support you. There's one thing which I keep on telling people in the past 1 month. How Zambian people turned in numbers to support Dan Kaya. Why can't we do that to you? Why can't we do it to each and everybody? Because if we build each other here in this country, even other country now will come and identify our own here. But if we destroy you, we are destroying the nation. Even if you go outside there, they won't regard you. So, yes, as the National Youth Chairman, that where we have participated, where we have helped, where we have never helped, we help. But I know I'm not going to say that we have helped 90% of the musician or art. No, that one I'll lie. But those who have helped at the hotel, but he has helped chairman through his office, he has directed to this office, This is a help which you have taken. But mostly I've said that come with the solutions yourselves. And then we use the voice for a betterment of who? Everybody. Don't come to Gilbert Liswaniso. Just give me whatever you have. No, don't do that. Come with the solutions. What we want us is A, B, C, D. Then we say, whom can we see here? Or this one we can see, this one we can see. Let's move together. That will be the better of doing things. Then you just come, chairman, person going to what can I'm going to give you? So a musician, come up with something. We understand this is what you want to do, then we support. If there are other things, laws we need, already we have the president who understand, I would want to see equipment, whatever. Let's bring it on the table. Come, bring it to our office. We'll push for it. Because I know the half of the young people that are able to be employed through music itself.
My last question for this conversation is, what is the job of you as a youth chairman? So that youths that are watching this show should know which approach to take when they're approaching you.
I'm just leading the young people. I'm no longer being a youth. Are you aware that I'm no longer a youth? I'm just in charge of you. So that I can give you good directions. Not musobe, not mvichitiremu, not mviononge, but to build. So number one, my role is to speak on your behalf to the relevant authority. Not only me, even those in opposition are youth. Their job is to speak on behalf of young people so that you can get what belongs to your government.